knocked out.
Eh? Ha ha. Hi folks, and welcome to the Ace Tanker for the LTTB, the Tier 7 Russian Light Tank, or as LTTB stands for in Russian, the Light Tank with Heavy Armor. I talked about it recently, well not recently, a few months ago on the channel when I featured the tank on one of my replays, but yeah, this was a light tank prototype that was designed in 1944, and the design was never actually finished. So while the hull was designed and is accurate and in game, the gun that it was supposed to come with, which is an 85mm, is accurate. The turret was never actually designed in real life, so in order to make the tank playable by Wargaming, what they did was they put the turret from the T-34-85 on the tank. Now, this tank wasn't supposed to come with this turret in real life, because in real life, the turret ring on the hull of the LTTB would have been too big in order to fit this turret, but they widened the turret a little bit and gave it a turret, and therefore it's a playable tank. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to play, and it was one of my cursed tanks. It took me a long time to ace this tank, although I had a lot of fun playing it. Now, what you're about to see here is not only one of the first games I played in 9.14. Yes, I told you I've been holding on to this replay for quite some time, but it's because I'm pairing it up with another replay that's going to be coming up on the channel later. But yeah, this was one of my first games played on the first day of 9.14, so getting used to physics. And this is the tank I chose to drive in order to get used to the new physics, and it turned into an Ace Tanker. But another important thing about this game is it's probably the luckiest Ace Tanker I think I have ever received, simply because the light tank with heavy armor showed its heavy armor. It bounced a lot of shots. I got very lucky in 5 or 6 places during this game, and I played like a complete and utter moron, because at the beginning of this game you can see that by the team lists our team does not look particularly strong on paper, so I figured I'm going to have to work my butt off in order to get a result, and here we're going to go. So it is a standard game on Malinovka, and as I say, very lucky game. I'm trying to get past this leopard. No! Okay, fair enough. Alright, so the leopard is going down to one area. I want to get into this area. There's a 12T coming down, but I showed you this area again on a video a couple of months ago where it's very important to get spots as they're coming up the hill, and I'm being counter-scouted by an M41 Bulldog, but I'm just hanging here, and I'm making a fatal mistake here in that I'm stopped. I stopped to aim, stopped to take a shot here. Now, while the gun on the LTTB is amazing, I love the 85mm on the gun. You can see that it's got, come on, pop up, oh, 170mm of penetration, 180 damage, got a really nice rate of fire. Unfortunately, the only downside to this tank is the fact it has absolutely no gun depression. So this position is great for countering enemy scouts who come up to where this Bulldog is. I showed you that again in a video a couple of months ago, but it's just that gun depression kills it. And I'm sitting here, there's RT in play, but I'm staying on the move. I'm trying to keep my movements erratic. Tiger, and look how long it takes for that aim time. STA-2 gets a shot into me, so these guys are focused on me, able to take shots at the Tiger, and unfortunately the Bulldog has managed to kill the tank that was behind me. So this nasty Bulldog has come up, and I've got to go on the attack now, so I've taken a couple of hits, and you can see the armor bouncing, and there we go. Physics, look at this kill! Whoa! So yeah, woohoo! It was one of my first games in 9.14, so getting used to the new physics, and that kill, or that spin and shot was awesome. So we rammed the Bulldog to death. I bounced a Cromwell, bounced a couple of shots from the Bulldog. My driver's dead. I need to put my driver back in. And now we're continuing on the attack, because our team, you can see, you know, we've got 4 tanks still sitting around the church, because that's what players do when they don't know how to play at higher tier. But yeah, I've got to move up. We put a lot of tanks on the hill, so that was nice. We're pushing up, and this E25. Oh, what a mistake by this guy. So get a nice shot in, set him on fire, and you can see that we're struggling with the gun depression. So we're safe from him, but I'm having to move my tank up a ridge in order to get shots down. And you can see the slightest change in the terrain means I missed him. Someone takes him out. Oh, all that work I was doing on the E25. Oh, CDC misses me. Alright, CDC behind me. And I've got to get out of it. No, he tracked me, but at least he tracked me for 0 damage, so... Oh, wow. Getting so lucky in this game, playing it really, really aggressively. Now my plan is maybe to go look for Artie, because I've just realized the Cromwell and the Borsig are down at the buildings, or on the other side of the map. So, I know the mediums I've got are busy. They're being pushed from the hills, so I figure I'm going to go down and see if we can kill Artie. There's a VK down there camping in the back corner, camping behind Artie. Oh, well played, sir. Missed a shot in a move, and we're just going for Artie. So I'm on 253 health. Not great at shooting on the move, but I do like this tank. We take out the Lorraine. We're keeping the wreck of the Lorraine between ourselves and the VK, and I push out too far. And apparently he did have a shot on me. So now I'm down to 33 health and I've been ammo racked. So should I have stopped? No! But I'm playing like an aggressive moron. I was just testing out the tank and the physics, and yeah. Probably going to get shot. Nope, risk it. I'm out of range of this VK, but I decide, yeah, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to fall back behind these rocks, so at least I'm covered from the VK and from the Borsig who's camping spawn. And maybe we can start work on this FV again. Yep, someone's taking shots. So we get a nice shot into the FV, leave him on 31 health. And I'm ammo racked, so unfortunately nothing I could do about it, and because of the terrain features, oh, again, this gun depression, the only thing I don't like about this tank. So we're dodging shots, one hit kill, ammo racked, trying to put distance between myself and enemy tanks, and yeah, we still got our top tier heavies, IS-3s, are still camping at the church. Oh dear. Oh wow, okay. Well, I've done enough complaining about teams recently, but anyway, looking for a shot here, put a shot into the FV to finish him off. Haven't had to fire any premium ammo here, but we picked up kill number 3, we've done 2,600 damage, and I've been lucky, very, very lucky. We've taken 10 hits, and we've managed to bounce about half of them. But that's just what this tank is. So... Thankfully, it's looking a little bit more comfortable now. Our ISs are finally deciding to push. One of them is on almost full health. Just 5 tanks left on the enemy team. And again, I'm just trying to get spots. You can see me messing around with the physics, playing around with the handbrake. And a Cromwell in the distance. And I forgot I was ammo racked. So if I hadn't been ammo racked, I would have reloaded quicker. May have gotten another shot in there. But now it's just a matter of trying to get eyes on the enemy tanks. So there's an AMX-12T that has not been spotted since the beginning of this game. In fact, he's not been spotted at all. No idea where the AMX is. The VK is probably still sitting down in the corner, down where he was last spotted. And then the CDC and Borsig, somewhere around here. CDC was surprisingly north, but now he's disappeared. So our IS-3s are pushing, but they don't have view range. I've got 400 meters of view range, so we're just pushing up. And as this gun, I mean, I really do like this gun. The only thing I don't like is the gun depression, but you're going to see some shots through windows here. Yeah, not getting anything on the 12T here. Just wondering if I can sneak a shot. Nope. Don't even want to risk it. That surprisingly was, I managed to get a CDC kill, but there we go. Oh, he's not through a window. I thought that shot was through a window. It's been a while since I watched this replay. But put a shot into the CDC. We're down to 2 rounds of regular AP left. Oh. Alright. Borsig is still there. Aim fully. Not much to aim at. And the shot goes low and to the left. But I know it's going to get me spotted, so we gotta move. So the Borsig gets taken out. I do get assistance damage for that again, so... Just the VK and the AMX-12T left. I'm trying to stay a little bit safe, probably for the first time in this game. So, yeah, just on the move. 12T gets taken out. I know where the VK is. And I ignored this guy to my peril earlier on, and it almost cost me my tank. But At this stage, we've got two IS-3s, we've got a T-29. I figure the game is won. There's not much this VK can do. He's still on full health, still camping at the back of the map. Missed my first shot in the move. Moving erratically. Reload. And finally managed to get kill number 4. Yeah, so 3k recorded damage on probably one of the luckiest games I've had in the LTTB. But look or not, it was the first ace, and therefore it's got to go up on the channel no matter how good or bad the game was. So we picked up the ace, we picked up high caliber, and as you can see from the date the game was played on, it was 9/14, and it was played on 3/16. So yeah, one of my first games on one of the first days, 9/14 was released. Getting used to the physics and decided to play a tank that would use those physics, and ended up acing it in a very lucky game. So we finished top on XP with 3,000 damage done, 1529 XP and 4 kills. And yes, I could have died multiple times in that. As probably a showcase on how not to play the LTTB. Sit still and shoot, not the way to play this tank. However, you did get to see the armor, because the armor on the LTTB is another reason I absolutely love the tank. Not only does it have speed and mobility, it's got a devastating gun apart from the gun depression, which is horrible, but it's got armor. Just like the name suggests, light tank with heavy armor. So happy with the result, happy with finally acing what was turning into a curse tank. Fired 27, only managed to hit 18. Again, a lot of people say that the LTTB is good at shooting on the move. Personally, I don't know. I just find when you're shooting on the move in the LTTB, while its stats may be okay when it comes to shooting on the move, the fact that you're moving over uneven terrain when you're firing, the gun depression can cause you to miss quite a few shots. So we received 9 hits and we actually managed to bounce 4. And in fact, one of those 4 was absorbed by tracks. So there we go. It's a light tank with heavy armor, which is the exact opposite of the replay you're going to be getting later on today, which is another tier 7 scout, which is one of the most requested tanks I think I've ever received. A lot of people have asked me to put up some gameplay of the tank that's going to be coming up on the channel later. We spotted 6, damage 8, destroyed 4. So the tank has 400 meters of view range, which is very good, pretty typical for a scout at that level. And we managed to do 2,336 assistance damage because we were playing aggressively on the front line, probably arguably a little bit too aggressively, and ended up getting lucky as a result. But 43,000 credits earned because I didn't have to fire any premium, and there we go. You know, it wasn't my first game of the day. I was testing out 9/14, testing out physics, and I used the LTTB to do it. Finally ended up acing that flaming thing. Yeah, there you go, LTTB. It is a fun tank. I really do like this tank. I enjoy playing it, but I just struggle. I struggle to have big games in it, and it required a lot of luck to ace it, but it doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing it because the tank is just too darn fun. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.